Hi, Nikki Woods here, and I just wanted to stop by real quickly and share 3 proven ways entrepreneurs can get more media exposure. So, media exposure really can elevate you and your business to new levels. It puts your message in front of a larger audience in a way that is more organic and educational than an advertisement, and it establishes you as an expert and a thought leader in your industry. So, how do you get these media exposure opportunities? Well, here's 3 quick ways. First, establish a baseline and start local. So if you haven't had any media exposure at all, don't go straight to CNN. Maybe start with your local press for several different reasons. First, it's a great way to kind of, share your business to a local point of interest. Even if you service a national or international market, media outlets are always really looking for great local businesses and startups to feature in market reports, the business section, for local news segments. So don't overlook those close to home options. Now, the second reason is that local press can give a good chance to get some real life media training in a smaller, low stakes market. So if you haven't been on camera before, you need to kind of brush up on those skills. Local news, local television, local media is a great place for that. You kind of get to how to speak on camera, how to get your energy level up for radio, how to be really focused in print interviews. So it's really a good place to start. Finally, the third reason is that local media exposure can help you build a baseline of media coverage that you can use to pitch yourself to larger media outlets. So a lot of larger media outlets really look for people who are practiced and good with media. And so sometimes, you need to get your feet wet, get those training wheels taken off before you go to larger media outlets. So that's the first way to get some media for your business as an entrepreneur. The second is podcasts are media too. So let's not overlook those. So I know there are a lot of people out there with blog talk radio shows. They have video podcasts. I think if that's a thing. They have regular podcasts, so go there. You won't necessarily be competing with, other breaking news or other stories. You have a longer lead time to get prepared, and sometimes the actual podcasts are a lot longer. So it could be from between 15, 30, and even 60 minutes. Whereas if you're looking at a traditional media outlet, it could be as short as 3 to 5 minutes. So that's another good place to start. Secondly, and this is still on podcasts. Almost every podcast has, submission or contact information, so they're really easy to get in touch with. So just send a nice email pitching yourself, and I talk a lot about how to put together media pitches. And so, you can get in there, let them know who you are, and I'm sure you'll secure, a few podcasts in no time. So finally, for news coverage, this is the third reason. For news coverage, really pitch yourself as an expert. So one of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make when trying to get media coverage is they try to pitch themselves and their company as the story. So remember, we talk a lot about making sure you're focused on the value. So sometimes, there's a story or a news story, and we're looking for somebody that can kind of explain it or, give a differing opinion or just really make it make sense for our audience. So we look for experts. And so if this kind of falls in your lane, like, something breaks about a financial market and you're a financial expert and you really could lend some clarity to the story, just pitch yourself as an expert. I mean, the fact that you have a business and provide services really is kind of like an oh, by the way kind of thing. The first thing you want to do is become an expert and ideally a long-term ongoing resource for media outlets. I have found that once, journalists get comfortable with somebody and the kind of information that they provide, that they will go back to them time and time again. So by using some combination of these techniques, you can get more media exposure for your business in no time. Just make sure that you take the time to do your research and ensure the media outlet you're going to is like a match for the type of audience you seek, but we'll talk about that coming up. So if you want more information on how to actually pitch yourself, you can type me in the comments below and I will make sure that you are hooked up, or you can just email me at support@nikkywoodsmedia.com and I'll make sure to send it right back to you and put in the subject line, media pitching. All right, you guys have a great day. Thanks so much, and I hope this has been helpful.